Hello and welcome. My name is Neo Lefakane, and I am the administrator and owner of this page, which you're watching now. It's called The Student. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, really, I'm a 21-year-old law student in South Africa in a place called Potchefstroom. We have a university here called the Northwest University, and I study law there. And the insane thing about my journey is that or what I want to accomplish with this page really is because I have realized that there is a lot of stuff out there, like information, like knowledge, that we should as people know, but we don't know because unfortunately the school system doesn't teach us and does not equip us really with the skills we need to actually succeed in the modern world. So really what I intend to do on this platform is really just engage with you, the consumer, the user, and not fill all those gaps I just mentioned, but really just shed a bit of light because as Sigmund Freud says, happiness is possible, but it will never come from one thing. It will come from a multitude, a multiplicity of things, right? And over here, I really intend really just to gather knowledge from the greatest people who have ever lived and who still live, and just give it to you in a more consumable way because not everybody has the time and the appetite to read books and interview really successful people. So really I intend to be the gap for people in that regard really and just share what I know because really what is the use of me having all this knowledge and having or just keeping it for myself and not sharing. And also for me, it's a great opportunity to actually learn because I learn by hearing myself talk. I'm sure a lot of you can attest to that as well. So I would love for you to share and like and comment on this platform, subscribe, turn down Justin Bieber, Rihanna, and all of that stuff because those people don't care about you. It's entertainment. They're there to make money, and I really don't make money from this page as of yet, and the content that I'm giving you is content that I actually researched by myself. Sometimes I even paid money to actually find this out and took the time to interview these people and get their recipes for building an insane life. So what is the goal of you being a part of this community? The goal of you being a part of this community really is to learn what it will take to be successful. Number one, because there's nobody teaching that out there, not like this. So that's what you're gonna learn. Number what it's gonna take to be successful, and really, also the type of knowledge you're gonna really have to need to really live a good and amazing life. And this is what we're going to be talking about, and this is really not perfect. This is me literally with an iPhone standing here among some great artworks, as you can see, and just telling my story to the world really, and just engage and share and like really. And that's the insane thing. That's the whole aim of this thing, is not how great I am, because I'm still trying to make it, okay? I haven't made it, and I'm documenting my journey. Most important thing is that so you can know what to do and what not to do. So I'll fail for you, fail fast for you, and you can just learn from me what to do, what not to do, and that's exactly what I aim to do. So I'd really like you to subscribe to this page and yeah, follow the movement, because here's the insane thing. A quote by Henry David Thoreau that says, "The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is really confirmed desperation." What does that mean? That means the masses of men have resignated. What does that mean? That means that they have said, you know what, this is how I'm going to live my life, and this is what I'm going to do. But here's one question. When last or how long ago did you come to that resignation? And Henry David Thoreau takes it further, and he says that it's desperate, it's confirmed desperation. People are quiet, are quietly inside, hungry for something, wanting to do something. Yeah, but they don't know. You're in a path, but it's not what you're supposed to do. You're studying something, but it's really what you're not supposed to do. And what do you do from there? Do you live your life and at 30 years old realize that, snap, this is not what I want to do with my life? So nobody's addressing those because nobody knows. It's like the blind leading the blind, right? And I don't claim to be a wise man who sees, but I forgot who said it, but he talked about the Purian spring, and he said, "Drink deeply or drink not, because the shallow drops intoxicate our brains, and drinking largely sobers us again." So I'm intoxicated with just a little bit of knowledge. So at the moment, I'm just trying to drink deep so I can be sober again. Yeah, just to give you an analogy. But think about it. like in the last few years of your life, really, have you taught, if you had amazing parents, great, you know. I wasn't taught what it's gonna take for me to be happy, to be healthy, to have love, and to reach fulfillment. I wasn't taught all those things. I had to go find. I'm still finding out, and I realize right now more than I've ever had in my life that it's not about just making $1 million, because a lot of people made $1 million, but they were miserable and not happy. It's rather make a little less money and have health, wealth, love, and happiness and fulfillment. That's what we're looking for. And over here, that's what we're really gonna talk about. That's what we're really gonna, make our study, because I'm a student, I'm learning, so I'm not really the master. And this is not for everyone, really, this page and this information. Like the great Italian economist said, he came up with the Pareto principle. He said that 20% of his P's gave him 80% of the produce. So right now, real practical tip. Out of this video, the 10 people who watch it, only 2 people won't make sense out of it, out of every 10. And the best advice is the advice that nobody would really listen to. And how can you help me out, really, by keeping this alive, by keeping me coming back with more content, and just adding value is by sharing, subscribing, commenting, and what, referring people who benefit from this journey, that you and I gonna embark on. You know what I'm saying? The journey of humility, of the step-by-step accumulation of knowledge. Who do you know? Refer them to this page. I promise you, they will benefit. And this is for everyone, whether you're 30 years old or you're just 12 or 70 years old, because these are timeless principles. And like Augmendino said, years really is nothing to do with experience, because it just shows you that you've lived a long time. And what does experience do? Life is weird, Life teaches you through experience, and you only get it through the years. So once you get to a certain age, you're too old to even implement the experience that you learned. So what you gotta do? You gotta be smart. You gotta be a simulation machine. Downloading knowledge of the wisest people who've ever lived. Okay? And that's what I'm busy doing, and that's what I suggest you to do. So over here on this platform, I'm gonna give away tips on how you can become a faster stimulating machine. I'm gonna share with you thoughts and knowledge and wisdom that I have learned from some of the wisest people who have ever lived. Okay? So it's not me. I'm just the messenger. The real guys are the guys who've won. Okay? The guys I'm gonna be telling you about, the success stories I'm going to be sharing on this platform. So if you're really looking for personal development, I can promise you now, there is not a platform like this. Okay, maybe there is, but not like this. Not with the quality of information that I'm providing. I promise you, the information that I'm getting here is well researched. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna share this on my Facebook. And go on there, like my page, Neo Lefakane, Neo Victor Lefakane. Follow me on Facebook. Get me on Snapchat, my Snapchat, Big Bucks Biggie. That's Big Bucks as in Bucks, Buck, and Biggie, Biggie. And yeah, on Instagram, Neo Lefa. That's a small N, Neo _ Lefa. Yeah, man, and let's engage, and let's do something great. So hope to see you on the next video. Auf Wiedersehen.